Hey y'all, and welcome to your 35-minute total body strength. Really excited to be bringing longer format workouts to my feed just to give you all lots of variety. For today's class, you will need 1 or 2 sets of weights. Lightest I would go is 5, heaviest anywhere from 15 to 20. I am using 10s, and when I recorded this class last week, I used the same 10s. It was super challenging and I was sore for days afterwards. So anywhere within that range, you can grab multiple sets if you want something to switch it up to have that variety. For today's class, we will start out with a nice little yoga warm-up, and then we'll be going into our bulk of class, which is 3 sets of 7 strength moves. First set will be targeting primarily the right side. Second set will go to the left, and then that third set will switch it up just a little bit for each of the moves just to keep you guessing and keeping it exciting. And then we'll have a core finisher and cool down. Hopefully this goes by quick and just a great way to get some strength added into your week. So with that, we'll get started in an extended child's pose. Meet me on your mat, knees out wide, arms out long. Let that forehead rest down into your space. And then take a moment here to become physically and mentally present here. Thank yourself for choosing to show up and carve this time out of your day. We'll start out our class with 2 breaths, taking a nice big inhale in through the nose, fill up the lungs. Big belly exhale out through the lips, let that air go. One more here, inhale in, fill up. Big exhale out to release. Walk that left hand over to the right to gently rest on top of that right hand, getting a side body stretch running down that left side. Keeping those hips pulled down into the heels, take a breath in. Take a breath out. Let's switch out the side. Left hand walks to the left, right hand slowly follows. Side body stretch on that right side, lengthening out here. Holding for a big breath in. Big breath out to release. Walking your hands back through center, come to a tabletop pose, nice and slow. Shoulders over those wrists, hips over the knees. Inhale, cow pose, drop the belly low. Arch the spine, gaze forward out in front of you. Exhale, round and curl, cat pose. Dome out that spine, bring the gaze in towards the thighs, letting that neck hang nice and heavy here. We'll take this breath to movement. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly. Exhale, round and curl, dome out that spine. One more time, inhale, cow. Spine like a wave here. Exhale, cow, press away. Come back to that neutral table spine. Kick that right heel up and back. Square the hips down towards your mat. Lift that heel 1 inch higher. Activate that glute. Take an inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Crunch, squeeze to that center core. Inhale, extend the right heel back. Exhale, tricep push-up, lower. Lift, and then bring that knee back to that nose. Crunch. Send it out long. Tricep push-up. Arms squeeze by the side. Full body move to start to get us warm here. You're comboing these 2 moves at your own pace for 10 more seconds. Crunch it in. Send it out. Lower it nice and slow. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop back to your table. Inhale, cow pose. Flush out that spine. Exhale, cat, round and curl. Come back to center, switching out the side. Left heel sends back. Making sure we're squaring those hips down to the mat. Toes face down. Inhale, lift that heel. Exhale, knee to nose. Crunch in. Send it long. Tricep push-up, second set. You lower and lift. Pull that knee back in. Squeeze. Send it out. Squeeze that glute. Tricep push-up. Full body movement here. Just give me about 10 more seconds. You got this. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it back to that tabletop. Tuck the toes under. Lift to a hovering tabletop. Shoulders stay over the wrist. Knees a few inches off the mat. Squeeze that belly in towards the spine. We just hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Lift those hips up and back. Create that strong V shape in the body. Bring that chest close to the thighs. Starting to pedal out the feet here. big, y'all. Get that big lower body stretch. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to that down dog. Inhale, kick that right heel high to the sky. Exhale, step in between the hands, low lunge. Left hand stays down, right hand comes behind the ear. World's greatest stretch. Inhale, rotate the elbow to the sky. Exhale, tap elbow to ankle. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, tap, just like that, y'all. Opening up that right side body a little bit more here. Left hand is staying planted. Squeeze, you look amazing. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant the right hand down, step the right foot back, high plank. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog, switch out that side. Inhale, kick that left heel high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, low lunge, left foot plant, right hand down, left hand behind the ear. World's greatest stretch, left side, rotate to the sky, tap elbow to ankle. Inhale and exhale. Last little bit of your active stretch here before we get into that strength work. Rotate up and pull it back down. Give me 4, 3, you have 2, 1. Plant the left hand down, step the feet back. You're in that strong high plank hold for 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Gaze forward towards those hands. Tiptoe your feet up to a rag doll. This is your final stretch here. Opposite hand grabs opposite elbow. Let that chest hang heavy over those legs. Take a nice big breath in. Big open mouth exhale out to let it go. Fingers come down to your mat to roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. All right, y'all, grab your set of weights. Getting into our first set of work, 7 moves, starting total body. You're gonna bring those weights to your shoulders, feet wider than hips width distance. You're gonna take it to a squat to press. You're gonna lower, press it up. I'll tell you when to go. We have 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, where you get a break and I get a demo of that next move. We're starting in 3. Let me get that clock going in 2 and 1. Let's go. Squat to press. Weights come to the shoulders, sit low in the heels. Power as you punch those weights up overhead. Nice, y'all. There will be a few moves in each of the sets that really does target that whole body, but there will be some moves where we're just focusing on one side. Strong through that center, press. Good, you got this. Breathe, sit low, squeeze. Shoulders are working here. Know that you can adjust these weights anytime. We have 4. You're out of this in 3, 2, and 1. All right, y'all, I will demo. You take a 15-second break. It's a single leg kickstand, Romanian deadlift. Right foot forward, left toes back in a kickstand. Weights are gonna come down by the calf as you hinge forward and lift up and squeeze. Option if you wanna play around with balance, you can do single leg Romanian deadlift and hover the left toes. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it. Right side focus here. If you're in that kickstand, you really should not be feeling that work in that left leg. It's really here just for supportive. As you inhale nice and slow, lift up just as slow. I'm gonna try and play around with my balance here and take it full single leg just to level this up a little bit. Woo, my balance a little off. That's a way to really incorporate lots of elements of strength here. However, if your balance is not feeling good today, just go with that kickstand. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and squeeze. If you're feeling this in the lower back, make sure you're really tucking that lower belly core in. We don't want to press forward into the hips, which makes us overcompensate those lower back muscles. Strong core is really going to be that key to make sure we are doing these movements effectively. Breathe. More than halfway done with this deadlift work on the right side. Final 10 seconds are here. Finish this out strong for this right side. You have 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, shake out those legs. Upper body on deck next. You're gonna take an alternating narrow row, palms face in, alternating upright row, palms face up. This can get heavy, especially with the 10s, at least for me. So if you wanna go a little bit lighter, I recommend grabbing those. We go in 3, 2, 1. Hinge forward about 45 degrees. Alternate narrow row, palms flip up, lift up, squeeze, upright row. Alternating between the two. So common mistake here, I see people hinging forward too much. 45 degrees, tuck that pelvis in. If you want added challenge, you can also always take this one arm at a time. Letting that heart rate come down a little bit. We can feel that heart rate getting elevated a little bit more in total body or lower body moves. However, upper body is just as important here. I used to think strength training was so boring, but I've honestly found this year, I feel best with that combo of strength, Pilates in there. Ooh. Already halfway through, y'all. About 20 seconds left. Alternating these two types of rows. Let's go. Breathe. 10 seconds left. You're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Ditch one of your weights. Take that 15-second break. I will demo. Right foot forward, left toes back. It's a lunge with a wood chop. You lower that weight towards the left hip as you lift, wood chop to the right. So this is working the lower body and that right oblique. We go in 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale. A little bit of power here with that wood chop. 90-90 bend in those knees. Lower down slow. Lift up, power, squeeze that right. Nice, y'all. After this, we're going down to the mat for those final 3 moves in this first set. Strong core. Nice. Perfect, everyone. Lift up and across. Lower. And squeeze. Halfway through. You got this. All 10 toes facing forward on that mat. Final 10 seconds are here. Woo! Feeling that burn. For 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, y'all, ditch this one weight for now. Come down to your mat. We're gonna go push-ups with a shoulder tap. I take wide arm push-ups for my knees. No regrets. If you wanna take toes, you're welcome to. Bring those hands a little bit wider than max width distance. Think about upper body in a diagonal shape. We go wide arm push-up to shoulder tap in 3, 2, 1. You lower as you lift. Right hand taps left shoulder, place it down. Left hand taps right shoulder, and then back to that push-up. Lower and lift. So we warmed up the upper body with tricep push-ups. We will see a good amount of push-ups in our class today. Really easy and effective way to target that chest. Giving yourself a little break at the top, little core balance with that alternating shoulder tap. Try and keep it nice and steady when you shoulder tap it out. That's where that core is coming into work. Lift and squeeze. You're already halfway through this first set of push-ups. Retuck that center. I know sometimes my form starts to get a little weak because I'm starting to get tired, but always make sure form is priority. 10 seconds left here, y'all. Last rep of each. You have 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, grab one of your weights. We're gonna keep it simple and do a weighted donkey kick on the right side. Coming to that tabletop position, if you wanna go without the weight, you are welcome to. Shoulders over the wrist, flat back, head and neck in line with that spine. We go weighted donkey in 3, 2, 1, lift. Lower tap, I'll spin so you can all see my form here. Big press. Lower down, hover that knee, and then lift it back up. Draw that belly in towards the spine. Foot is flat up towards that ceiling. I know this move is a little bit boring, however, sometimes some strength moves can get overly complicated and I find myself personally tensing into areas I shouldn't be. So with this, it makes it really easy that you're targeting the glutes. From this tabletop position, you have a nice solid foundation to press that heel up against. Squeeze and tap. Halfway through this, we only have one more thing for this first set and then we'll get about a minute of a break. Y'all are crushing it. Give me 10 seconds. Final push is gonna be some core and obliques. In 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, ditch your weight for this final move. I'm gonna demo it here. You take a second. We're gonna meet in that down dog. You're gonna kick that right heel high, knee to nose squeeze. Lift it back up, right knee, right tricep, oblique tap. Are y'all ready? Final thing in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 3-legged dog, right side, knee to nose. Send it out, crunch, right knee, right tricep. Kick, square the hips, and pull it in nice and slow, doming out that spine as if you're in that cat. And then squeeze. Perfect, everyone. Whew. Body weight core work, always a challenge for me. In and out. Final 15 seconds here, y'all, and then you get a 1-minute break before we go to that second set of work. Less than 10, you got this. Finish it out. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees, towel off, grab some water. How are we feeling, y'all? This is just as hard doing it a second time around. All right, second set is coming up. You're gonna do those same 7 movements, however, for the movements where we did on the right, we'll just switch it to the left. Same 45-second on, 15-second off. Just give you time to breathe, reset, re-swap out those weights. We're going in 15 seconds. Woo! Staying with my 10s here. We're starting with that squat to overhead press in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lower. In lift. This is your last set of this move. For our third round, we're gonna switch it up just a little bit to keep it exciting. So let's give it all we got. And a squat to overhead press. Feet are about hips width distance. Punch those weights directly over those shoulders. Good, y'all. Quick, easy, and effective way to target the whole body with this move. Sit low. Power as you stand up to press those weights. Yes, good. Halfway through, lift and punch. Woo. Final 10 seconds. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm gonna ditch my weights for just a second before we get to that single leg kickstand RDL, or if you wanna take it with that balance challenge. Left foot is forward this time. You're up on those right toes or hovering that right leg. We go in 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, y'all, I'm gonna start with that kickstand just to get myself familiar with this movement. And then I'll play around with that balance by taking that just plain single leg RDL. Lower, lift, squeeze. Once again, the goal is not to feel that in the lower back. If you are, really think about squeezing that belly in nice and tight so you're not arching in forward. All right, I'm gonna try and go with that balance. My left side is definitely not as strong as my right. Ooh. Nice. If you're playing around with balance, take it slow, especially on the way down. We don't want to fast let those weights pull us to the floor. We want to be in control of the weights. You only have 15 seconds left of this single leg deadlift, whatever variation you are taking. Ooh. Let me get one more. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, stand up, shake out those legs. We're going to those alternating rows, narrow and upright. Same thing, this is your last time alternating these rows. We go in 3, 2, 1. Start with the palms facing in, squeeze those weights by your side. Flip the palms up, pull them in. The heads of those weights should then be squeezing by your side. Not arching forwards too much here, we don't want to flat back. Think about 45-degree angle, and then we're alternating. Nice, slow, and controlled. Just giving that heart rate a moment here, a beat to lower just a little bit. However, my 10s for upper body get heavy really quick, so my heart rate stays pretty elevated with this move. Repping this out halfway through, squeeze, rotate, and pull. Yes, so good. Give me 10 more seconds here. Dropping down to 1 weight. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, ditch one of the weights. We are going to that lunge with a wood chop. Weight is at heart center. Left foot forward, right toes back. Square 10 toes forward, lift that chest. Let's get into it. Lower the weight down to the right, lift up, chop to the left. I always get this one confused of which way to bring the weight, but we're twisting to the left, squeezing that left side. Working that left quad here in that lunge. Lift up, cross body, squeezing at the top. Oblique work here. Inhale and exhale. Good work, y'all. Strength is hard. I know I avoid it for so long because really, mind to movement here. Give me 15 seconds, then we're going down to the mat. In less than 10. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Ditch that weight for just this next move. It's back to that wide arm push-up with a shoulder tap. Okay, weights are off your mat, hands shoulder width distance a little bit wider. Let's get right to it. Lower, lift, tap, opposite hand, opposite shoulder. Core is firing on here as you take those taps. It's easy to rock. I'm even rocking a little bit here, but the stronger that center is, you should have more control as you take those shoulder taps and then working that chest. Inhale and exhale. Giving the lower body a little bit of work, firing up the upper body. Just 15 seconds left here in this second set of push-ups out of 3. Repetition is key. It may be boring, but it does the work. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weighted donkey kick, left side is coming up. If you don't want to take that weight, you can do this without. I'm bringing my weight behind my left knee, coming to that strong tabletop, squeezing that belly up and in, and then let's start in 3, 2, 1. Lift, squeeze. Foot is flat, hovering that knee a few inches off that mat, or just letting it lightly tap before you lift it up and press. Amazing, y'all. Only one more move for the second set after this, and then we're in that final round. Maybe just me, but flying by here. Strength might not be the most exciting work, but like I just said, I feel like it gives you effective results, and repetition here is really how you're gonna see that muscle definition. 10 seconds left here, let's go. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, ditch that weight. Final move is we're going from that down dog, left side, knee to nose and knee to tricep. Center core, outer oblique work, and then we're in that third and final set. We go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hover that left heel, 3-legged dog, knee to nose crunch. Sit it back up. Knee to left tricep, squeeze, lift, and crunch, just like that. Alternating side to side, enjoying that 3-legged dog stretch. Lift, tap, pull it in. Halfway there, let's go. Finishing out this move. We won't be coming back to this exact move after this. 10 seconds left here. We get a break coming up. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop to those knees, grab your water. Towel off. How are y'all doing? I'm really starting to break up a sweat by now. 2 out of 3 sets are done. 1 final full set, and then we just have a core finisher and stretch it out and we're done. I'm grabbing my water. Okay, y'all, like I said, some of the moves are gonna be slightly different just to keep it exciting. 15 seconds before we get back to work. Your first move is a suitcase squat with a hammer curl. Weights are gonna be by the side, lowering down, lifting up, palms face in, hammer curl. We're going in 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is still a weighted squat that incorporates upper body. Just switching up a little bit. Lower down, weights by the sides, lift, squeeze, and then take that hammer curl. So for this round, 3 sets or excuse me, 2 sets of bicep related work here. Set the weight to the heels, lift up, squeeze, hammer curls, getting those biceps. We're crushing and cruising our way through this work. Final 15 is here in this combo move. Give me a few more reps. Yes, you can. We're here for 4, 3, 2. I'm gonna give it a last squat. And 1. Nice work, y'all. Keep those weights in your hand. We're just taking a RDL, basic RDL. Both feet are gonna be down. Weights are by your sides. You're gonna hinge forward like we did before, just both feet down, lift up, squeeze. We go in 3, 2, and 1. No balance here. Equal weight between the feet. Squeeze that belly in, tuck that pelvis up and back. Lower and lift. Press those hips forward, squeeze those glutes. Inhale, you lower. Exhale, lift. Perfect, y'all. Hinging forward, those weights coming pretty much all the way down that calf. Finding that lowest point. If it hurts your lower back, don't take as big of a range of motion. 15 seconds left here. Inhale. Exhale. Breath is everything. As we're exerting that force, we need to release that heat. You're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, upper body, stand it up. Keeping both of those weights. I will demo. 1 part basic bicep curl. Rotate out. 1 part wide arm bicep curl. Let's go in 4, 3, 2, 1. No more rows, biceps. 2 movements here. Wide arm and just your normal. Palms facing up. Tight center here as you stand up. These get heavy with 10 pounds. I wish I had my 5s for these. Lift, squeeze, rotate, pull it up, and squeeze just like that, y'all. So good. Working chest, working biceps. More than halfway through with this. I got my nifty little timer next to me. I don't know if y'all can see it. Making sure we're staying on track. Ooh. Give me 10 more. Then we're gonna ditch one of these weights. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Ditch one of your weights. All right, y'all, last standing move here. Weight is at heart center. You are gonna give me a reverse lunge. Stand it up, twist right. Left leg goes back to that reverse lunge. Stand up, twist left. Still lower body and obliques. We go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Start with that right leg back. Lower to that lunge. Stand up, stand up. Just simply twist to the right. Center, left leg goes back. So alternating reverse lunge with an oblique twist at the top. Exhale as you twist. Lift and stand. It should feel nice and lighter for that lower body because you only have 1 weight here. Breathe, twist. Yes, y'all. Beautiful. Let's go. Standing up nice and tall. Core is strong. You just have 15 seconds left here. Then we're going down to our mat for our last set of push-ups. I know y'all are probably so done with push-ups by now. We're here for 4, 3, last rep, 2, 1. Ditch that weight, coming down to the mat. I'm demoing. It's a traveling wide arm push-up. You're gonna start with your hands together. You take knees or toes. Walk your right hand out to the right. Lower lift, back through center, out to the left, lower lift. We travel and then we're done with push-ups, I swear, in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, travel it out, lower, lift. This makes it a little more exciting. We're doing something slightly different. Breathing this out, traveling, diagonal shape in that upper body. Going side to side, lower, lift, back through center, switch it out. Halfway through, and then we will not see these push-ups again before class. Let's go, y'all. Breathe. Keep that form strong. Final 10 seconds are here. You have 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Just take a moment here. I'm gonna take a nice little shoulder stretch. Big breath in, big breath out. All right, y'all, for our glute move, we actually don't need our weights. You're gonna meet me in that hovering tabletop position we did in front of class. Hover those knees, and then you're gonna take those donkey presses from here, lift, and tap it down, left leg, lift. So core and glutes. We're going there in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hovering table to start, donkey press, tap, and then switch out the side. Back is flat. Squeeze, keep that foot flat up towards the ceiling, tap it down. Switch out that side. Good. You got it here, y'all. Let's go. Lift, squeeze. There we go. Only one more move after this. You have 20 seconds left here on these alternating lifts for that donkey kick. Press it up. Good. Give me 4, 3, 2, last 1. All right, drop to your knees. Let's floss out the shoulders here. Our final move is gonna be core and cardio in 1, but it's only gonna be for 30 seconds. It's gonna be mountain climbers. Only one thing of cardio for class, so we're gonna give it our all. In that plank, we're meeting mountain climbers for just 10 seconds. So if you need to roll out those shoulders, I know we just did a little bit of shoulder work in that move. We're going mountain climbers in 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. 30 seconds on the clock. Run it out. Option, you can tap it nice and slow if you want to take out the intensity, but we're running for now for this final block. 20 seconds left, let's go, y'all. Hips are not up too high or down too low. All we have is our core push after this. Woo, more than halfway. You have 10 seconds to that final push, let's go. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, y'all. Okay. Whew. We just have our core work. We're gonna grab one of our weights. You're gonna meet me on your back. We're gonna start with a weighted sit-up here. So grab one weight, bring it to chest. You're gonna roll down nice and slow. Lift up, press that weight up. Give me a Russian twist, side to side. Weights back to heart center, roll down, lift up, punch that weight up, and then Russian twist, side to side. Combo move, less than 3 minutes of work and we get a stretch. We're almost there, just a final little core push, side to side. Yes, y'all, good. This class has flown by the second time through. I was scared, I was like, I've done this before. It might feel like forever. However, we're cruising our way through. Give me 10 more seconds of this combo move. Woo! You have 4. We just go Russian twist in 3, 2, 1. Weight to heart center. Let's Russian twist it out for 10, 9, 8. Give me 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, ditch your weight. We are done with weights for class. We're gonna meet on your back. We have a double crunch. Hands behind the head, knees to that tabletop position. You crunch it in, send it out long, in and out. I'll spin myself so you can get a better view of it here. Reverse table, everything pulls in, everything goes out. Crunch and extend just like that. Lower back stays down on that mat instead of arching up to the ceiling. Lift and lower. Beautiful, y'all, keep going. Home stretch. Less than a minute and a half of work. I lied before. It's 3 minutes of core work. We're more than halfway done. Keep going. We're here for 4, 3. Hold that reverse table in 2, 1. Hold here. Alternating heel drops. Right heel drops. Lift. Left heel drops. Good, y'all. Nice and slow. Lower belly is lighting up here. Let's do it. Tap down. Lift. And tap. You got it here. We're rolling back up to that boat. In 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, y'all, meet me in a boat pose. My heels are down because I have lower back problems. We're just holding. Holding for 15 seconds. We'll roll back down to our back and then be in that final move. Breathe. Inhale in. Exhale out. We're back on our back to close it out. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs up the wall. Alternating heel drops. It's bigger this time. Alternate lowering and lifting. Amazing, y'all. You You got this. Final 15 seconds, you're almost out of this. Drop it down, lift back up. Woo! Give me 4. You lay long in 3, 2, 1, and done. Lay long on your mat. Take a nice big breath in. Big breath out to let it go. We're gonna take our stretches seated. Go help roll yourself up to a butterfly position. Knees are gonna be out wide here, lifting that chest. Take a nice big inhale, close your eyes or dim your gaze. Exhale, hinge forward, press your elbows down into those knees, getting deeper, and then bring your chest close down towards the mat. We crushed this class, 35-minute total body strength. Great way, thing to incorporate into your weekly routine if you just want to switch it up. I'll be continuing to post longer format series and also shorter ones for on the go. Lift back up overhead, inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist over to the right. Left hand on that right knee, gaze to the right. So most of y'all know I've done yoga and Pilates for a long time now, but I just recently got my certified personal trainer where I learned a lot more about strength. Switch out that side. And I've actually been doing strength like 1 or 2, sometimes 3 times a week myself. So I was like, if I want to be able to teach it, I gotta have all the knowledge. So I really learned a lot about the body and different ways to meet different goals. So I'm keeping it total body for now, but I might make more focused ones. All right, single leg forward fold, right leg long, left foot inside the thigh, reach up, inhale, exhale, grab the right toes, and then option to reach that left arm up and over. But yeah, starting out total body just for me to get comfortable teaching, but then if y'all want, I can do more we can do arms and abs day. We can just do a full lower body. I'll continue doing short little core workouts, but as the more I feel confident teaching specific little segments, I will start to post more and more of those. But yeah, the options are endless. Switching out the side, didn't even say that. Switch, single leg, option for that right arm to go up and over. Holding for 3, 2, 1. All right, come up to a seat. Take a nice big reach, inhale. Exhale, goalpost out those arms. Get a nice little stretch here. Take an inhale, reach back up. Exhale, hands to heart. Thank you all so much for showing up and putting in the work. And I will see you all again soon.